Good morning. Welcome to Thursday's Market Sit Rep. I'm Whiz, primary and weekly options model portfolio manager here at TGO, and had an awesome day on Wednesday. And you're probably sitting there going, okay, Whiz, market sold off. You had an awesome day? Absolutely. Nearly $6,000 in profit in the model portfolio. Why? Bearish bets on Rimm. We knew that this just was not to be believed, folks. Take a look at Rimm for the past 3 months, essentially doubled. Now, we saw approximately nearly $10,000 in gains in our model portfolio here when we did several diagonals on Rimm months ago when it was down here around $6-7. Bought deep in the money calls, ended up selling front month calls, and traded this run up. And then, as you can see, buy on the rumor, sell on the news is alive and well today. For example, this trade's up 181% today alone. This was a bearish double vertical on Rimm out to March. It's already up $1,600, and we actually took in a credit to do this. This is awesome. I love when we take in a credit actually to support our strategic mindset. We knew that Rimm was going to sell off on this news. Doesn't matter what Rimm did today. Stocks don't go up triple digits like Rimm did and not sell off. This was a mini Apple move, and we were ready for it to the tune of about $2,600 in profits today in the model portfolio. Also, volatility, folks. Nice bets on volatility. Why? We knew that volatility wasn't going to stay down here forever. Now, I have a saying with my Top Gun options traders. When I say this is nuts, they sit up and they start to listen. The VIX, folks, getting down here around just south of 13 was nuts. Right around here is where we got very bullish on volatility. Write something down here, folks, and take this to your grave. When volatility is cheap, you buy it. When it's expensive, you sell it. So we got long volatility right down here because we knew that vol wasn't going to stay down here for forever. This is when everybody thinks everything is going well. A front page article in the Wall Street Journal today said, hey, here comes the retail trader, jumping into the pool. Usually about the time that happens, folks, historically, is when the folks on Wall Street have pulled the plug out of the pool and you do a half gainer into the deep end and break your neck. So today, nice 7.6% move in volatility, and we saw some serious gains on our bets on getting long volatility. So just an absolutely great day here at Top Gun Options in our model portfolio, and we're only using about $100,000 in haircut in our primary live trade brief model portfolio, and month to date, obviously year to date gain, about 20%. That's 20% in a month, folks. That's nearly a 300% annualized return in 1 month alone. And this is a month that saw, fiscal cliff issues, issues around the world, and we're really knocking the cover off the ball and having a blast. So if you want to see how we're doing this, go to topgunoptions.com/TA-LTB. That's short for Trade Alert-Live Trade Brief. And those are the two services that we have here at Top Gun Options. And they're skill-based, right? You can either trade in primary with me if you're new or relatively new to options. You can take a 2-week test flight with me or with one of our volatility arbitrage traders. If you kind of know what you're doing or you're a Jedi Master, take a look at our intermediate or advanced services. But here's where traders for the past 3 years have found a home, is right here. Taking a 2-week test flight with us of all of our services, primary, intermediate, and advanced, because now is not the time to be trading this market solo, folks. What happened today? Some pretty devastating news to the economy, okay? GDP. And GDP comes in 3 forms: advanced, preliminary, and final. But the market moves on advanced, folks. Final, it's too late. The market's already moved. Look at this. Third quarter was actually revised up from 2%. And then we just physically imploded. We had a massive contraction in the fourth quarter in our GDP. Now, of course, the Democrats and the White House were quick to rush out to the podium and, of course, blame Republicans, which it just absolutely cracks me up, but I digress. Blame Republicans for the fiscal cliff. They blame them for everything. So, of course, the economy contracting in the fourth quarter is the Republicans' fault and not the anti-business stance that this administration has taken, or the hit to small businesses as a result of the Obama tax increases. Folks, the Russell 2000 is a canary in the coal mine. That's starting to really sell off here. And if you take a look at the VIX, a couple of these days right here, let's go ahead and overlay the VIX, the SPX with the VIX. The VIX actually, when the market was going up, the VIX was going up. That doesn't happen too often, folks. When volatility, when the market goes up, volatility tends to decrease, right? But for the past couple weeks, it's been that silent. It's been silent in the background. But options traders like me recognize that and know that when the VIX is going up, when the market's going up, traders are freaked out. They're scrambling for protection, and they're not believing this rally. And I really believed in the past couple weeks that we've been overbought, and we've put positions on that have reflected that as well. Also gotten long gold. Gold caught a nice bid today at the open. Now, take a look at what the GLD did today, because a lot of traders were confused by its movement. The GLD had a big gap up at the open today. Why? Because of that bad GDP. And then you can see it sold off exactly when the Fed minute or at the end of the Fed meeting and their Fed statement came out, and gold sold off. So, folks, if you're not understanding what's going in the market and why things are moving the way they do, you got to stop by Top Gun Options and check this out and see how we're doing it, especially for the rest of the week. At least come see what we're doing for the rest of the week, because Friday, all important non-farm payroll numbers and the unemployment rate. Going to be ginormous, going to be market moving. We got the ADP numbers today, 192,000, still shy of about the 200,000 we need to start powering us out of this great recession we've been in and this negative GDP growth. So Friday's going to be a big day in the market. There's some big reports on Thursday as well, but big day on Friday, and we also are going to get some Chicago PMI on Thursday, some more construction spending, get some more look into housing. Big week, folks, the rest of the week. Let's just, I'm not going to beat around the bush. You got to take a test flight, see how we're doing it, see how we pulled down a 20% return in a month where people have been just absolutely wiped out because they don't know what they're doing. And we have some serious stuff on the horizon. We got sequestration in March, and we have continuing resolution. We haven't had a budget in 3 years. Harry Reid should be fired. And guess what? The Republicans are going to use this as their Alamo or their Little Bighorn, depending on your point of, well, I guess we both lost, or we lost on both of those. But it's going to get ugly in March. So if you're not protected and you don't know how to trade what's coming up, you're going to get slaughtered. Okay? Trading's combat, folks. There's a winner and there's a loser. And at Top Gun Options, you know where we end up most of the time. Okay? Got to run. Get ready for a big trading day today. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge. And welcome aboard to those of you that are going to take a test flight. We'll see you.